They're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
Here's Hill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
7
yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on second down. Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 45 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
End of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Packers 6.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he's still...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
To throw is Hill, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We dominate today.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Saints 22, Packers 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Hill gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Packers' 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hill. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hill now operating from the red zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They'll go again to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
47-yard line. A 4-yard gain.
They'll run it with Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Right here.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 48 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 15.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Rodgers again now. And that's complete to Lewis.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Packers 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Out of the gun, Hill. The open man is Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From just shy of midfield, Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing on third down, Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
A first down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the 24.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
You ain't got nothing. 56.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Saints 39. Packers 28. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he finds Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Looking to throw on second down. Hill. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Hill on the keeper.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers now on first down. Slant to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.
Got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment.